Hello everybody! Hello. I really want to thank everyone for the warm welcome to the PGR community on the last video. I'm quite surprised. I didn't actually expect that video to be seen by, like, anyone. So, genuinely, thank you all for listening to my tearful yapping about how good this game is. So I wanted to make a video on, like, my top 5 favorite characters right now, because right now I've completed up to chapter 21, and after how mind-blowingly good that was, like, oh my god, that was so good. I'm still not over it. Anyways, after how good that was, I intend to read, like, the total rest of the story. So this video will be interesting because it'll be my current top 5, and we'll see if it changes at all by the time that I finish the story. If I'm being totally honest, I don't think that my top 3 is going to change, but you know what? Who knows? The writing in this game is diabolically good. As for what criteria we're basing this on, pretty much everything. Story, character design, just my general opinion on them. Do I think they are cool? Just pretty much that. It's not going to be the most meaningful evaluation ever. It's just, hey, I think this one's cool. It really isn't deeper than that. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning for everything up to chapter 21, and spoiler warning for The Long Goodbye, which is Wanshi's, like, dedicated 5-star character story quest. Alright, cool, let's jump into this. Alright, so number 5, we have Ishmael. I actually didn't expect to like this one. I really didn't, because at first, whenever she came on banners, I didn't actually think that much of her. I didn't like her that much. I was like, I don't know, I'm not that interested. Like, she looks cool, I guess, but she didn't really strike me, right? But after chapter 21, I was like, okay, this is an interesting character. She is interesting. I think this is a cool unit. Her, like, messages to Lee during that chapter, and just kind of the way that she felt like this omnipresent, like, godlike character. I mean, that quite literally is what she is, but just seeing her just be godlike and cool, I was like, damn, this character is actually pretty neat. I also just didn't know how to play her when I was trialing her once, so I was like, oh damn, her playstyle's not that cool, but then my best friend was like, you're just playing her wrong, and then sent me some footage of how to actually use the character, and holy crap, her gameplay is crazy. Yeah, the main thing about this unit that I can summarize is just, I think she's really cool, guys. I think she's really epic and cool, but I'm surprised that I ended up caring about her in the end. I'm trying to farm yellow tickets from events to see if I can get her before she leaves. I'm trying not to spend black cards because I'm saving them for DMC, but we'll see how that pans out. Next up is Chrome, Google Chrome, Bing, Firefox search engine. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. Yeah, I've got such complex opinions, I know. But essentially, well, first of all, Strikehawk is my favorite group in the game. They're my favorite faction. If I was a real Shikikan or a Construct, then I would personally want to be in Strikehawk. I just think it's a real neat group. It's just full of characters that I like, and Chrome is one of them. He's cool. I liked his contributions in the story. He had this really cool moment in chapter 17, because chapter 17, it was, like, decent, but it wasn't, like, crazy for me. Please don't kill me for that. But yeah, it wasn't, like, insane. But there was this one moment where Chrome, like, jumped out. I think Chong Yu and Sophia, they were getting, like, cooked by enemies, and then Chrome just jumped out and was like, it just Chad moment, and, like, some hard music started playing as he, like, fought off the enemies. I thought that was cool. I also had a pretty decent time with chapter 14 where he was heavily featured, and just, in general, I just like it when he's there. I would absolutely love if Kuro Games could give him a modern frame, and give him, like, another main story chapter, and give him, you know, a crazy kit with all these awesome, fresh, modern animations, because I really like the character. So yeah, I think he's pretty cool. He gets number 4 on my PGR favorites list. Then we have Nanami. Oh my god, this character is just really funny. She's just funny. Anytime she is there, anytime she opens her mouth and speaks, I'm just immediately entertained. She's hilarious, dude. It doesn't even matter what she's doing, or just what situation she's in. It's just hilarious, but she can be serious. She can lock in. Chapter 18 did hit for me. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it started off pretty cutely. You know, she went to the little hotel area with the robots, and she was like, you guys gotta smile more, and it was just a fun time. I enjoyed it. But then it just progressively got kind of insane, and she just happens to be one of, like, the most lore-important characters, and it's like, who invited this silly, happy, fun character being, like, one of the most important characters in the entire, like, PGR lore? Also, I play in JP dub, so every time she uses her ult, it's just really hard not to smile, because it's just funny. It's like, woohoo! Yeah! like she's having so much fun. It's peak. Just any time that Nanami is involved, you can be assured you're going to have the time of your life. I really do like this unit. I also love how her battle intro is like a magical girl entrance. And I love how she has wheels attached to her, so you're roller skating everywhere. It's just fun. She's just so fun. Like, what a character, bro. I can't wait to do Two of the Galaxies, which is the newer one where she's involved. I've been told that that one's even better than Chapter 18. And that excites me, because I significantly enjoyed Chapter 18. I actually thought it had some sauce to it. So yeah, Nanami, love that character. She's just so freaking peak. God, I love her so much. It's so hard not to like Nanami. I know that she's got like an evil skin coming up where she looks like an evil person. I'm gonna be buying that. I'm gonna be buying that when it comes to global. Okay, now we are approaching two characters that I'm just crazy about. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna play through this entire game and these top two, they're just not gonna change. So, number 2 is Lee. God, this character's arc was insane. Spiral of Kronos was insane. Holy, like, Jesus, that was such a good arc. Wow, my mood just shifted immediately just thinking about how good that was. Like, dude, that arc was mind-boggling. Like, God, was that, I just locked in. Like, it was so good. But okay. The amazingness of that story arc aside, the actual character himself, I love how he cares for his little brother. I'm personally quite close with my family, so his arc and that moment where they were talking about how, you know, family don't need secrets, they just need to be close to one another. God, that moment hit so hard. It was so good. Like, oh, that was such a good moment. Such a good moment. I just love his brotherhood with Murray. And I actually did his interlude before going in and doing Spiral of Kronos. I'd actually done it a while back before doing that. And that's what got me interested in his character initially. And I liked his sort of plot and how he was becoming a construct for the sake of his brother. And just that entire plot line about those two. Yeah, it hit me in the feels. I personally was very affected by it. I don't know how many people cared for that, but I personally deeply did care for that. The actual, like, Spiral of Kronos plotline, God, is this guy smart? Like, is this guy just, like, a genius? And like, God, it's, I love Spiral of Kronos. I love Lee, dude. I love Lee. And, okay, major spoilers for Spiral of Kronos going forward, but just seeing him go back in time to change past events and stuff, like, that was awesome! Bro, like, it was so hard to not be just fully engaged for that entire thing. Dude, I had, like, videos that I wanted to make that day, because I actually finished Spiral of Kronos, like, a little, like, maybe, like, middle of the day or something? Yeah, I finished it in, like, the middle of the day, and I had stuff I wanted to do for the rest of that day. I just couldn't do it. I was, like, sitting there, like, stunned all day. Like, I can't believe it. That was real. Like, what? Like what an arc. And just Lee himself. Oh, I love that character so much. Just, like, that, oh God, you know what really hit? There was that one moment where one of the Lees was telling him, like, the chance to go back and see my friends doesn't belong to me anymore, but you can still go back and they can welcome you with a smile. And then the arc ends, and he's there, and everyone surrounds him. Like, all the Grey Ravens, and you, of course. And he smiles, and it's like, describes his smile being like a little clumsy and awkward. And then he just says, "I'm back." And because of the lack of voice acting in this game, that one little sliver of voice acting, God, that really did hit. That really did hit. It was at that moment that I knew that this game was special. I can't talk about this character without crying. God damn it. Anyways, literally yesterday, I was talking with my best friend and another guy who plays PGR, and he taught me how to change, like, my main menu music. Yeah, I didn't know how to do that despite the setting literally showing at the top a big music thing saying "now playing," but I don't know, I like the main menu theme, but I didn't really feel the need to change it, but whatever, I discovered that you can change it. And then I found this one called Dim Light, and the picture of it, it's just Lee smiling at you, and it reminded me of that moment, and oh boy, tears just immediately welled up in my eyes, and I was like, God, That was such a good story, dude. So I have PGR on my iPad and I have it on my PC. On my iPad, I have my like menu theme thing set as dim light, and then I have my PC one of like Adversity, which is from Want You Lucid Dreamer's story quest, which we'll get onto that. We'll get onto that. But yeah, I love Lee a lot. Amazing character. I loved his entire thing. Just everything about him. His personality is fantastic. His just family dynamic with his brother, it's fantastic. Oh, and I really like Lee Hyperreal's design. I'm gonna be honest, the other ones, the 3D models are a bit too old for me, but they do still look cool. But I have to say Lee Hyperreal looks absolutely awesome, which is interesting. He was at chapter 21, so that was quite a while ago, but his model still holds up very well in my opinion. So does his playstyle, honestly. I like it when he goes, Hororio, and then he shoots his big gun. That's fun. I like that. He's the only other character that has earned the honor of being on my assistant team. I'm never changing my chief assistant. I indirectly spoiled number 1 there, but we'll get onto that. But yeah, God, I love Lee a lot. Great character. Now you can see why I said I don't think my top 2 is going to change, right? I want to throw in a quick honorable mention. Lucia Pyrove, specifically Pyrove. I haven't played Shaper's Ripples. The reason why this is only an honorable mention is because I haven't done her story. Like, I haven't done Pyrove's story. Like, I really like the character. Her playstyle is sick. I really like her design. She's actually why I downloaded the game early before the DMC collab, because I thought that her Solar Eclipse animation was super cool. I don't even call her Lucia Pyrove with friends. I just call her Solar Eclipse, because I just think that's, like, her main, like, defining feature. It's just so cool. I really like her. She's cool. She's awesome. So I wanted to just throw in that, like, she is definitely up there. I like the character a lot, but the main reason as to why I don't want to put her in my top 5 is because, well, I don't have that, like, story emotional attachment to her, where I do with the rest of the characters that I've mentioned so far. Everyone's been telling me that I'm going to love Shaper's Ripples, so maybe that's going to put her in my top 5. In fact, it's pretty likely that that's probably going to happen, so possibly, because up until this point, I haven't really cared about Lucia that much, but I do really like her Pyro frame, so just wanted to throw in that I like her a lot. Okay, now for my number 1. Wanshi Lucid Dreamer. I love him so much. So he was like my favorite PGR character basically immediately, mostly because I looked up some gifs of him and I thought they were all really funny, because like one of them was him just like slamming his head on a table, and I was just like, yeah, bro is just not bothered right now. Not like, nah, he's clocked out, he's done. I just thought that was funny. Or like the one where he's just like sleeping in a bed, and I was like, isn't he a robot? Why does he need a bed? But then if you do his 4 stars affection quests, or like those like date hangout things, he literally uses a brick as a pillow in one of them, so I guess that answers that question. But yeah, I was immediately just interested because I thought that his gimmick was funny. I was like, oh, he's just a sleepy little guy in an apocalyptic world. Isn't that nice? Oh boy, there was a lot more to it, wasn't there? Oh god. The way that I kind of found out about a lot of PGR lore was through him, because his quests were like the first one that I did. I didn't want to do anything until doing the Wanshi quests because, well, he was my favorite character and I only love him more now. I doubt this is going to change. So yeah, I immediately went and I did his interlude. I thought that was very good. It set up the character quite nicely. It was like, I think it was only like an hour long or something, but it set him up. I actually got pretty emotional when he was, oh, spoilers for Wanshi's interlude. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. I got emotional when he was like holding the robot's hand in the hospital and like telling him like, oh, you can rely on recall, when he knew it was a lie. God, that actually did hit. That did make me go, damn, that sucks. And also, I like that I feel like I kind of got the context for his, like, why he became a sniper in the end, because, or like a gun person, because, you know, that one dying construct handed him a gun, and I suppose he just kind of ran with that. So that was also cool. So the character context was excellent. Then I went and did his Lucid Dreamer affections, which are like, can I call them dates? I don't know if they're dates for every character, but they definitely felt like dates in Wanshi's case, but they kind of give you more context on the character. Yeah, I thought those were good. I actually really enjoyed them. It was kind of like a funny subplot. Spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was kind of like this plot where it starts off pretty funny because you go into this, like, bamboo forest with a bunch of other researchers, and you exhaust all your food supplies. So this one guy's like, screw it, we're gonna eat some mushrooms. And you can either, like, encourage or discourage him. I don't know if it changes the outcome, but I encouraged them because I thought it would be funny. So we all like these funky mushrooms. And then eventually, Wanshi, like, found us all and picked us up. And then he takes care of you for a while. And then you guys just kind of chill and you just kind of hang out. And, well, you do eventually go on patrol because you're supposed to, like, be protecting this one Chinese village from attacks so that they could run their, like, festival thing comfortably without any issues. So you do go out on patrol and you do, like, fight some monsters in one section of it. But that aside, he, like, falls asleep on your lap at one point, and it's, like, the most tender scene ever. Just the way they set it up. And that was actually when I saw a flash of his story quest on the screen. Like the picture from it. And it mentioned how you knew what he had to go through to get to this point. And it's like, no, I don't. So at that point, I think that was, like, Affection 4 or Affection... No, it was Affection 4. It was Affection 4, yes. At that point, I went and did his full story quest of A Long Goodbye. Oof. What a... Jeez. Oh my god. What a quest. That, like, out of, like, character story quest, that felt like a main quest. Am I crazy for thinking that? How was that a character side quest? What? Jeez, that... The way that... God, talking about PGR makes me so emotional. Anyways, the way that, that entire thing played out, just kind of seeing his life from childhood up until this point, littered with the most, like, unsettling, like, scary areas. Like, I'm very jittery. I don't like scary things very much. So, I mean, it probably wasn't that scary for most people, but I was pretty scared of those areas. Those, like, dark areas with, like, all the toys, and I was expecting, like, some kind of jump scare to happen. I did get jump scared by some enemies, and I actually kind of jumped up a bit. But anyways, yeah, that really hit. It really hit. It was unsettling. It tackled such dark themes. And just kind of seeing his life, and the big twist of it was crazy. Like, the fact that he didn't even have those experiences on Earth. It was a simulation. That was wild. Fantastic quest. Oh, and that one moment when he's, like, falling down in, like, the blue void area with a bunch of things surrounding him. Can I just say he looks gorgeous there? That has to be one of my favorite images or, like, gifs or whatever of Wanshi. He just looks so damn pretty there. It's kind of crazy. Like, gosh, gorgeous character. And man, I just love how chill he is. I would love to hang out with him. I'd love to take a nap with him. He's just a sleepy guy. I love his motivations for things. I love how just, you know, he's just very lax in general. Yeah. I mean, not completely. He has this one, like, hidden secret where if you, like, wake him up from a nap on it, like, you know, you like, force wake him up early, he gets, like, really pissed off. And you either have to call Chrome to, like, fight him to calm him down, or you have to get Shiki-Kan to calm him down. And I was like, damn, okay, so he's a chill guy, just don't wake him up. And I can't believe that this game managed to make me find, like, a literal robot attractive. Like, they somehow managed to make me find a character that is canonically just a lot of metal with a lot of, like, bionic skin and stuff, good looking. Like, how did they even... You know what? I won't question it. All I'm gonna say is that, yeah, I do think he's hot. I think he's really cute. I honestly don't think that any character is going to top him for that alone, because he is PGR best boy. I love him. I love his writing. I love his character design. There's just so much to love about the guy. Oh god. I love Wanshi. I really, really love Wanshi, and I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon. He is very near and dear to me at this point. I love him dearly, and I love logging on every day and seeing him there. And just seeing him, you know, yawning and being sleepy and stuff. He's in the snow. God, that got me. And just seeing his, like, panicked, like, expression. God, that got me. Anyways. But you get the idea. I love Wanshi a lot. He has my heart. So, that's my current top 5 favorite PGR characters, plus that little honorable mention. I'm curious to see how this is going to change. Once again, I don't expect my top 2 to change, honestly. I appreciate you watching this far, if you actually managed to make it this far, considering how much of a mess I was after I started talking about Lee. But, yeah, great freaking game. God, it's fun. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my face now and drink some water and chill out. Because talking about Lee and watching Matt, it just gets me emotional. So I'll go and do that now. I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful day or night. You know, words are hard, dude. Words are hard. Okay, I'll see you later.